Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and today we are back with Cienie. So the last thing we left off on is revealed that David didn't come back out of his own volition. Alias got mad and stormed out. We decided to give him a second chance, and no more lies. And then we made pancakes and all is well. So now let's continue! And also, like my previous videos, I'll be leaving a link to Armored Stranger's donation goal in the description below. Please donate whatever you can. If you can't, then please share it around, spread the good word. Thank you. That being said, let's continue. This man is so fucking hot. I'm sorry, I can't stop staring at him. Stepping out of the shower, I shiver all over as the chill autumn breeze creeps into the bathroom from the open window. I pat my fur dry with a towel, then wrap it around my waist and approach the mirror. The wound still stings like hell. At least I'm glad this doesn't really need stitches. I look down at the old claw and stab wounds near my waist. The memory of it hurts more than the actual wound. Maybe if I had been faster, he wouldn't have died. What? With a heavy sigh, I shake off the unpleasant memories and turn to head out of the bathroom. I need to figure out what I'm going to tell Tom. Corral begged me not to say anything. Wait a minute. What is he talking about? Oh god, I need to remember what the fuck happened. Like, did something happen before? Did I forget something? He's talking about the fight he had with Corral, and he had to explain the scars he's got from the fights. Nothing else. What? How the fuck did you forget? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh god, who died? Oh my god, who the fuck died? I assume Corral sobered up and then talked about what happened. What's really going on? What is... Okay, I think it's gonna be revealed to me. I should just keep asking questions. I should be able to piece things together if I pay close attention. Because that's literally what this visual novel is mainly about. It's like a mystery. And I'm failing it. I will be such a shit detective, you guys have no idea. While I understand Corral's resentment, he should find a better way to channel it instead of to my face. Tom will take this well, and I don't want to give him any more reason to be mad. But the kid isn't stupid either. He'll figure it out eventually. Oh, Tom, this? Yeah, I did to myself trying to trim my fur. That sounds idiotic. What a mess. He's already mad at me for hiding Eva's investigation from him. Although despite how badly I handled the situation, I'm glad he didn't do anything rash. About that... I go to the shelf and pick out some clothes. I need to drive outside of town to get the bloodstains cleaned soon. After that, I need to visit the homeless shelter, ask about the volunteers from Gruber Niedjvich, and maybe step around to see if I can learn anything else. I grab my wallet and cigarettes and put them in my pocket. It must be Tom. I rush to the door, still wondering what to say about Ava and everything else. Tom stands in the doorway, trying to avoid looking at me. Hi. I move to the side, letting him in. Good morning, Tom. Come in. He shuffles into the office, then looks up at me, his eyes grown wide. What happened to you? I had a fight. What? You should see the other guy. Who? Some drunk asshole at the bar? Okay. The surprise fades from his face and he squints at me with suspicion, inspecting my wound. I close the door behind him. At my gesture, he takes a seat on the chair. I was about to head out, but that can wait. I'm glad you're here. I should probably start by apologizing about yesterday. Then I'm going to move on to talk about Ava. It should all be fine. So, about yesterday. Let me talk first, if that's okay? Sure. He pulls out his notebook, opens it, then flips through a few pages. So, about the witnesses. I'm pretty sure they... Wait, don't you want to talk about your mom first? He freezes, then looks me straight in the eye. Would you tell me everything you know? Every detail, if I asked. He sounds very adamant, and I know lying to him isn't the way to go anymore, no matter what happens. Because if I try to keep things secret, he'll start to get himself into deeper trouble. I mean, he went to Colomino, so... Can't be too late for that. I would, but I don't have every single detail. I get that, but it fucking sucks having two of the most important people in my life keeping secrets from me. If I have to, I'm gonna discover the truth for myself. You sound determined, but how are you gonna do that? I don't know yet. Police are keeping things from the public about these cases. They took your mother's files and lost them. I'm already suspicious that there's more going on here. See? That's all I'm asking. Hearing your honest opinion and figuring out how I could help. There's a pleading note in his voice. I want to be part of this. I want to find out what happened to those missing people, including my mom. Tom, if something happens to you, I'd never forgive myself. And there's already plenty I can't forgive myself for. Tom grunts and folds his arms across his chest, cocking his head, shaking it slightly. Yeah, whatever. Guess I'll just sit on my ass locked in the office all day, huh? That's not what I meant. Well, that's what you want. No, that's not what I want either. So, what then? I want you to work with me. You don't even trust me with anything. You hide things from me, or just strip lie. The realization of how unfair I've been toward him hits me. I glance out the window briefly before meeting his gaze again. You're right. No bullshit. And let me ask you a few things about my mom's disappearance. Right. Did she talk about running away? Folding his arms together, he looks towards the wall, at the picture of his mother. Tom, just tell me. No. She loved you both too much to leave. I see. He sighs with relief before scribbling something in his notebook. Why weren't you a part of her investigation? I have no clue. I've asked myself this for a while now. She didn't want me near it? Or maybe she thought I was overworking myself. Maybe there was more to it. I don't really know. I'm sorry. It's fine. Do you have a suspicion on who could have stolen the files? If they were stolen. That being said, could be someone from the police. Or someone close to them. So would a cop being involved make sense? I'd lie if I said that this hasn't been on my mind too. But truth is, Agata was dumbfounded at how this could have even happened, since they have strict protocol. I see. But as I mentioned before, they're short-staffed. Most of them are also overworked and underpaid. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually carelessness that caused the files to go missing. I doubt it. Tom jots something in his notebook again. His seriousness and determined look reminds me of Ava whenever she was on a case. No matter how insignificant the case was, it was always important for her. Now that we have suspicion that a cop might be involved, there is something off about the witnesses too. What do you mean? When I asked you to give me information about the 4 students, the witnesses were misremembering things. First was the tutor's fur color. One witness says it was brown, the other said red. It happened a while ago, so it made sense they might misremember smaller details. Yeah, that's what I thought as well, but there was something else. What? The fucking fighting. Both witnesses claimed they heard them argue about who cheated on whom, but only one witness could possibly hear that. The other witness mentioned he was inside the gas station when there was heavy traffic from the highway. So you suspect they were lying? Yeah, I think so. Since when I asked about the argument, once again, witnesses said the argument was about cheating. But wouldn't it be easier if the gas station worker simply said he heard him argue without going into details of the argument? Tom's suggestion makes me pause for a moment. If one of the witnesses was told a lie, that would explain the almost imagined statements. This, if true, would complicate things. But it could also just be a mistake. If it was, it could be easily explained. You're right. I will run the witnesses by Igor again. Alright. There's one more thing. I'm listening. Tom takes out his phone and shows me the picture. Could you run this by your cop friend too? Whose license plate is this? Someone who seems to be after Otto. After Otto? What happened? Just check it for me, please. I'll tell you more once I know more. Alright, if you need help, I'll let you know. Right, that's all I have. I gotta head to work. I can drive you. Nah, it will do me better to go alone. I need a walk right now. Sure. Hey, Marcus? Yeah? I'm glad you finally told me what I needed to know. I hope it will stay like that. Tom's face relaxes into a genuine smile. The morning sunlight from the window reflects in his eyes, giving them a warm, golden shimmer. Right. I will keep you posted about what I find out. Alright. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Hmm? I have transferred the money we got paid from Bashia to your account. Bashia? Oh, you mean the client. I can pay the rest of my shit now. Thanks. No worries. Oh my god, the little smirk. Wait, I don't think I've seen that before, or maybe I have and I just forgot about it. Although I do begin to notice a little thing. You know how I mentioned in the last video that with that one CG of him, Aliash, and David watching a movie, the artist gave him like a hairline? I'm starting to know. I just started to notice that from his sprites because I never noticed it before until now. So I'm like, hey, that's really cool. But anyway, we both stand up from our seats and go towards the door. I'll see you around, detective. All right, take care, intern. He never told Marcus about Coromino. Well, damn. Tom walks out and quickly turns to the right, heading down the stairs. This is the first time in a long while I've seen Tom smile, even if it's just a little. It feels like, despite him still being mad at me, I did something right today. I feel my tail wagging. But enough of that, I've got work to do. And Marcus never told him about who died. Who the fuck died? Ooh, I'm just curious what the fuck is happening. I parked my car next to the church. The homeless shelter is situated within the compound, operated by the local church, funded by generous donors, and supported by local volunteers. Even so, the shelter is still overcrowded and lacks sufficient resources. The police's practice of rounding up and bringing homeless people here doesn't help. Taking my notebook and pen from the glove box, I step out. The police car parked nearby has a familiar number plate. It's Igor's. It seems they figure out that this place might be connected to Camille's case. Hopefully that prick Boris isn't around. Whatever, it should be fine. As I approach the entrance, I overhear a heated argument. Boris, Igor, and the local raccoon priest come into view. I instinctively dash for cover, hoping to overhear something interesting. I'd appreciate it if you gentlemen will stop intimidating and harassing the people living and working here. Father, we just wanted to ask him a few questions. I understand, but can you stop going for our residents and volunteers? They have it tough enough as it is. Seems like the priest is keeping it under control. I should keep my distance for now. This is a sanctuary for the less fortunate, dragged here from the dirty streets like wild animals by you and your colleagues, I might add. It was for their own well-being, you know. Only the Lord knows the truth of your words, but I still kindly ask that you leave this house of God. Your presence has disturbed the peace in this place, and I can't have that. Listen, priest, we're here trying to do our job, and you're making it more difficult. So are you going to arrest me then? We won't hesitate to use force if you don't comply. Of course, Boris would jump straight to that. Igor puts his hand in between the priest and the boar. Boris, you're the one making things difficult. Fine, play it safe, little dog. We're never gonna solve anything with you being a pushover like this. That's enough. As I lean out cover to get a better look, Boris glances my way. The boar stops when he sees me. I wave at him, smirking. I'm in no rush to be seen by the others, though it might be better if the priest doesn't associate me with these two at this moment. I'm sorry about my partner, Father. I hope you can forgive him. I haven't taken it personally, my son. I understand that things can get heated in your line of work. The priest bows his head and walks back into the building, while Igor stands there, pulling out a smoke. With the priest gone, I approach the cops. Tough day? What are you doing, skulking around like that? I decide to ignore his warm welcome and focus on Igor. You could say that. What happened to your face? It's nothing. Alright, be careful when you trim your fur next time. Har har. Igor winks at me, pulling out a cigarette from the pack. I assume you're here for your own investigation. He offers me one. I take it and he lights both his and mine. Or to meddle with ours again. I haven't decided yet. The priest wasn't helpful at all. I've heard. So, what did you manage to get out of him? We mostly confirmed what old Bernard told us. So you hit a wall? Sorta. Then again, maybe you can learn more than we did. I doubt the priest will be in the best mood now. Maybe if that old trash eater was more helpful, we wouldn't be having such a hard time. That's racist. Well, you did make him very upset. He didn't leave us with much choice. There are a lot of eyes on your precinct. I'm sure Agata isn't all sunshine and rainbows either. That being said, he could have handled it much better. Ha, was she ever? But anyway, sorry Marcus, I'm on a tight schedule today. Yeah, I get that. Before you go though, how's Mrs. Novak? She just woke up today actually. Boris was at the hospital making sure she's safe. I started asking her some questions, but she didn't respond to any. Instead, she kept asking where her son was. Then her doctor came, and that was the end of it. Useless. We're not allowed to ask any further questions until the doctor clears her for questioning. It shouldn't be too long. I'll tell you when that happens. Finally, this stupid investigation will move forward. Boris's eyes don't leave me for a second, inspecting me, almost like he's looking for something. Also, I'm sure you'd like to know that Agata put some rookie on the watch. Do I know him? I don't think so. Guy wants like he's got a sticker up his ass and won't shut up about rules. Boris spits on the ground in disgust. Maybe you should follow some rules or two, Boris. I don't know. You seem very violent. Great. I guess I'll meet him soon now that Mrs. Novak is stable. Keep me posted on our tradition. Sure. I should ask Igor to check the plates Tom asked me to, and see if one of the witnesses is lying. But not with Boris around. I don't want him sticking his snout where it doesn't belong. Hey, how about a beer later today? What's the occasion? We haven't had a chance to talk outside of work in a while. Might be good to catch up. Some beer right now would be a damn good change of pace. Not from you! Not from you! If you're eager to be aggressive in the line of duty while sober, I cannot imagine what you'll be like when you have a few beers in you. Nah, get the fuck away. Get the fuck away. I liked Fat Man and I liked Boar Men in visual novels, but not you. Go die. Die right now. Literally kill yourself on the spot. You weren't invited. Yep, I know that's fucking right. Boris scoffs, taking out a cigarette of his own and lighting it. Sorry, can't today. I promised Irina I spent the evening with her. We really should go. What about tomorrow? Sure, should be doable. We'll talk to that later. Great. Igor walks to the nearest dustbin and snuffs out his cigarette before tossing it inside. Boris follows him to the police car. I take the last drag of my cigarette as I watch them drive away. With these two handled, it's time to talk to the priest. Hopefully Boris didn't mess things up so bad that the priest will even talk to me. I find the raccoon talking to one of the volunteers in the lobby. The priest gives me an appraising look as I approach, still visibly upset from earlier. And who might you be? I'm a private detective. I was hoping you could spare a few minutes of your time. A detective? Sorry, this is not visiting hours. He gestures towards the exit and starts walking away. Brushing past the volunteer, I follow him. Well, I'm not here just to visit. I'm on a case and need you to ask you a few questions. No, sorry. We already dealt with the police harassing us and our volunteers. Damn it. I gotta butter him up or I won't learn anything. Oh, so that's what the commotion was about. Sorry that you had to go through that. It's a shame that our institutions have so little respect for people of faith. All too true, my child. Only God's commands are the true law we should follow. At least I hear there have been a lot of people attending weekly worship. Yes, it's been very promising. If only they were grateful enough to donate some money to our little church. Of course, donations are all that matter. One can only hope the funds are used for the shelter. The client I'm working for, Mrs. Novak, told me she's been attending your church regularly. Ah, Dorota Novak. Yes, that's her. I'm here to investigate her case. I see. He stops in his tracks, turning around to look at me with a frown. Sorry, Father. I assume the police were here about the same case. I promise not to take up a lot of your time. I only have a few questions. She came to me for help when the cops didn't prove helpful. I could see that divulging that bit of information was the right call as the priest's expression softens a little. I suppose if that's the case, let's have this discussion in my office. Lead the way, please. Pomoz inam? Studiovani bibli? The priest leads me into his office and takes a seat behind his desk. Mrs. Novak was one of the most dedicated members of our church. Given her financial situation, she couldn't offer much, but her contributions were always appreciated. I see. Well, like I mentioned, she hired me to find her missing son. A dreadful situation indeed. I've heard of the attack in the woods. Yes, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. The police are blaming her son, but something doesn't add up. Bless you for assisting her family. I cannot promise you much, Detective, no matter how much the police insist on the contrary, but I will do my best. Please, ask away. Thank you, Father. He smiles and claps his hands together. I guess that's my cue. So, you mentioned Mrs. Novak being a big supporter of the church. Does the church and shelter receive donations from other sources? Mostly personal donations, like Mrs. Novak's funds and Mr. Bouzet's food donations. Of course, Bernard did mention his bar gave extra food to the shelter once a month. Does your church receive any support from the local commune? Please, they never lifted a finger to help us. Some of our biggest donors prefer to remain anonymous. I see, that's alright. Well, that's very humble of them, though I don't think that lay matters much. Has Mrs. Novak ever spoken to you about her family? She's a very lonely old woman. She rarely mentions her husband. I know this, though. Her son meant the world to her. That's the feeling I got when she hired me. Mrs. Novak mentioned that her son had changed. Did she ever open up to you about that? Not in detail, no. She always put others first, so I wouldn't be surprised if she kept her worries to herself. She did mention that the police refused to help her find him, like you said. I hope you do right by her, Detective. Taking money from that poor woman would be a terrible shame. Didn't he just say she donates to the church? Just the irony of that statement is lost on him. It really is. Oh, church and its hypocrisy. Indeed. Did you know her son? Did he ever attend church services with her? He didn't come to church often. I have only seen him once or twice, and I got the impression that he only came as a favor to his mother. I believe he struggled with his faith, but he did help around that shelter. He did? Did he talk to anyone in particular? Someone who might know more about him? No, not really. He kept to himself, though I remember he once came with a young sheep woman. Sadly, her name escapes me. Sheep. Could it be Daria? That would explain the way she acted when I spoke to her. Are you sure it was a sheep? Was her name Daria by any chance? Yes, that's right! I see. That's been a big help. I hope she won't get into trouble? Not unless you share this information with the police as well. Damn it, what's that girl hiding? I've only answered a few questions about Camille or his mother, with how rude they were. They were more interested in the food deliveries we've been receiving. From Gruber Niedvig? The priest narrows his eyes at me. Yes? I suppose I should quit while I'm ahead. The information about a possible link to the waitress is already more than enough, and the priest doesn't seem to appreciate this new topic. I see. You've been a great help, Father. I won't keep you from your work any longer. I'm glad to hear it, my son. I will pray for the Lord's guidance in your investigation. I stand and extend my hand. We shake firmly. Thank you. If you remember anything else, would you mind giving me a call? I place my business card on the desk. Of course. I'll also ask around, though I won't allow you to do that yourself. These people are already under enough stress. I completely understand. I think that's a wise decision. I better get going. I don't know, how was that weird accent I gave the priest? I'm not too sure about it. Listen, I just needed a different voice for him, and I'm running out of voices, so I had to pull all the stops. The priest walks me to the front door in a silence. No more words are exchanged. Once we reach the exit, we shake hands before I step outside. So, Daria must know more about Camille than she let on. But with how scared she was of me, I doubt she'll open up. Maybe Tom could get through to her? She probably doesn't know him, and if she does, she'll likely hear how he saved Camille's mom. Might as well call Tom now. Hello? Tom, are you free right now? Not much going on. I'm about to lock up the shop. Oh, won't Anna be mad? Doubt it. Did you find anything useful at the shelter? Yeah, but I need your help. What do you need? Daria, the waitress. She knows Camille. I'm getting a lot of Telegram notifications. Is it from my hubby? What? I thought Camille didn't have any friends. How'd you know? Looks like he didn't tell his mom about her. The priest at the shelter said Camille came with a sheep once. I think it was her. Alright. So what do you need me to do? I need you to talk to her. She's scared of me, so that won't work. I mean, I'd be scared of you too. You're pretty intimidating. Tom, be serious. Alright. So, you want me to talk to Daria when she's on a break? Yeah, I doubt she'll open up with a bunch of people around. Fair enough, I'll think of something. Are you headed home tonight? Not sure yet, why? I need to talk to you and your dad. Dad? I guess I could be there. Thanks, that's all I'm asking. This isn't gonna be some awkward pep talk about something irrelevant, right? Or are we finally gonna hear about that mysterious star that mysteriously appeared on your face? Very mysterious. Maybe I'll share a tale about my fierce battle. Oh, I'm sure you both will. Tom, I'm not an idiot. I didn't say that. Mm-hmm. You're lucky I was in too much of a rush this morning to interrogate you. Just know I reserve the right to leave if this gets unbearable. I chuckle. Deal. I'll talk to you later. Sure, see ya. Not surprised that Tom would figure it out. At least he's willing to listen. I need to talk to Corral, which is not something I'm thrilled about right now, but it has to be done. I start the engine and dial Corral's number. After a short exchange, Corral agrees to the meeting at 7. With that out of the way, I drive off, wondering how Tom would take all of this. Ooh, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, finally, I'm playing Tom. The one thing I really appreciate about this visual novel is the 2 different POVs. It actually makes it more interesting. But every time I play Marcus, oh my god, my voice gets tired. Anyway, let's continue. I'm surprised that I got here first as I'm left standing outside the town hall. I wonder if Aliash will show up. After the fight with David, I wouldn't blame him if he didn't. But I hope he's not mad at me. Maybe texting him would be the easiest way to find out. I don't know why he would be mad at you, considering it's not your fault that David came due to the request of his mother. I pull out my phone and stare at the screen for a moment before laying out a sigh and start to type. Hey, Eli, are you coming to the town hall today? Is David gonna be there? Yeah. Then I can't. I see. Sorry, Tom. I just can't deal with him right now. Nah, I get it. Don't worry about me. But, no matter what happened between me and David, if you need me back at Coromina, I'll be there. Oh yeah? That's good to hear. By the way, I'm going fishing with Raymond this weekend. Damn, you work fast. You should come. I don't know. We'll see. Great, that's all I'm asking. Let me know if you decide. Will do. Alright, gotta run. Good luck with the investigation, Kitty. Thanks. I slide my phone back into my pocket and sit down on a nearby bench. Looking up at the sky, I feel a sort of pressure building. The whole town feels heavy. Storm clouds gather as the wind starts picking up. I watch people go in and out of the town hall, wondering how many of them really care about the disappearances. How many care about what's happening to this town? Would I even care if my mom wasn't missing? If she was still around, would I be like this? Maybe I'd still be at university, studying law, screwing around with Yakub, not giving a damn about other people's problems. But now I won't stop until I find out what's happened to her. Whoever's responsible for this, they'll have to deal with me. And if they hurt her, there's going to be hell to pay. I lean forward, resting my face in my paws. Rubbing my eyes, I feel tired. I hear a series of footsteps approaching before stopping right next to me. David? Oh! The fox whore is back! Hey, Yakub, how you doing? What's going on? Well, anyway, what the? Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Oh, Yakub? Hi. Sorry, what are you doing here? Working, of course. I see. How about you? Working. What case are you working on this time? It's a secret. I wink at him. I see. Well, I just finished talking to the town's official about the land deal I told you about. I nod at the thoughts, glancing around to check if David's arrived. Hopefully he will run into both of us here. I'd rather avoid having to explain to him who Yakub is, or even lie about it. Hi, David. This is my little prostitute friend I fuck around with to get information and money. Yeah, I'm a prostitute on the side. Well, not anymore. I kinda quit that life. How did that go? It's going well. Sadly, I can't tell you more than that. Of course, private and confidential stuff. Have you asked your friend about the loan shark? Oh, not yet. He's busy and I don't want to add more to his plate. I'll do it tomorrow. Fair enough. I'll be happy to help if you need me. Sure. Thanks, Yakub. Yakub glances around quickly before leaning in closer. Maybe you'd be interested in more fun tonight? Oh, come on, we're in public. This guy. Sorry, no, I'm busy today. Shame. Anyway, I'm off now. Let's promise to keep in touch. Sure, yeah. Perfect. I sigh in relief after Yakub leaves, Thank God no one I know caught us here. After about 10 more minutes, I begin to grow impatient. That's it, I'm going in by myself. As I stand up from the bench and stretch my back, the door of the town hall swings open. He was inside the whole time? David steps out, smiling and waving at me. You were already inside? Why didn't you tell me? I've been waiting here for almost 30 minutes. Oh, sorry. I had a meeting with someone about our mom's house. The meeting went a bit late, but yeah. It's fine. David checks his phone before looking back at me. Have you talked to Aliash? He hasn't been responding to me. He won't be coming. He just needs some time. What about you? I'm here, aren't I? That's fair. We start walking towards the entrance of the town hall. So, what's the plan? I'm not sure if we can just access the info on Chromino, so let's pretend we're history students. If that fails, and we can't access anything, you'll cause a distraction while I sneak in. That's risky. If they catch you, they'll call the cops for sure. Then let's hope they just let us in. As we enter the building, David flashes a smile at the clerk, a middle-aged female Fennec Fox. Oh my god, Jenna Bidet has a job! She gives us a polite nod as we approach the desk. How can I help you? Kajimiash Vielke. Kajimiash Vielke. A state-funded university located in the city of Bydgoszcz. Yeah, hi. My friend and I are history students from Kazimierz Wielki University. We're doing research on Chromino for a World War II project. I can bring you some files. What exactly do you need? A detailed layout of Chromino, please. And if possible, the names of people who used to live there. Sorry, information about people living there was destroyed during the Soviets' exit. Nothing was recovered. I see. That's a shame. Can we have access to the rest? Have you made a request at the mayor's office? No? Oh, well then sadly I can't allow you. If we did, how long would that take for us to get access? 1 to 2 months. That's not useful at all. I don't have that kind of time. Hey, we're on a tight deadline for our project. Any chance you can make an exception for 2 charming young lads? That's not gonna work. David, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Exactly, Tom. Exactly. Exactly, clerk. Exactly. Even if you were charming, I still couldn't help you, young man. Fuck! Oh, she gagged him so badly. Ow. Sorry. How about a donation? I look at David, wide-eyed. Is he serious? He's going to get us kicked out. Hey, excuse me? Is he asking to fuck her? Also, what the fuck is this music? Wait, it's kind of a vibe. Yeah, get it. A donation for your personal time. To let us browse freely. That's bribery. You should use your money more wisely. David leans in, flashing a grin. David, don't say it. David, please don't say what I think you're gonna say. Please don't say what I think you're gonna say. Okay, it's money. Okay, it's money. It's money, not prostitution. 500, and you let us in. This is highly illegal. You both could get into serious trouble trying to bribe government staff. 1,000. What? Has he lost his mind? That's enough, David. Sorry, ma'am, he's just joking around. No, Tom, this project is important, and I don't want you to get in trouble over it. I get what he's doing, trying to keep you from having to break in, but still, this much money is insane. So, fine. I'll let you in. You have 10 minutes. I'm taking a coffee break. We'll be in and out. She places a bunch of keys on the desk. If anyone catches you, I didn't see anything. Thanks. As the clerk heads to what I assume is the break room, David pulls out some money and hands it to her. She stashes it in her purse before leaving. Oh yeah, I forgot he's really rich. He was you know what? I'm living for this. I'm living for this for David. Because he wants to do anything he can to help Tom and also kind of regain his trust back, so although it might be really reckless, I stare at David, dumbfounded. He just shrugs, then leads the way towards the archives room. Grates covers some of the shelves. We try the first key, but it doesn't fit. The second key turns and the door clicks open. Finding the shelf with the right documents takes us a bit of time. Eventually, I pull out a box from a drawer labeled Chromino U-37 and place it on a nearby desk. Inside, we find a very old map of Chromino. I give it to David. Here, we don't have much time. Take pictures of every corner of the map, zoomed in, and then one of the whole thing. Got it. While David focuses on that, I start going through the notes related to Chromino's architecture. I set one of the papers on David's side of the table. He glances at it and nods. After that, I rummage through the reams of papers and documents, from the origin of Chromino to its eventual closure. I'm not surprised people didn't want to stay there after the Soviets left. Nothing much catches my eye until I try to flip through one of the last few files. One of them is a presentation folder with plastic sleeves. Two of its pages are stuck together. I gently try to separate the pages with my claw. Once the pages are apart, an old picture emerges. Russian military and some doctor? Wait. Oh my god, that's old Bernard from CienieVN. Holy shit! Oh, wait. Is that Bernard? There's no way. Otto's family is Polish, yet they look almost the same. I guess I could show this to Otto and Marcus. Either of them must know something. I curse under my breath as I stealthily slide the picture out of the plastic sleeves and flip the photo around. Keeping it tucked neatly inside the inner pocket of my jacket, I looked around for any CCTV in the room. I think we're safe. All done! The early version of the map highlights the bunkers. Seems there have only been 2 of them. How early? The map says 1939? So the Germans built them? Seems like it if I remember my history right. That's useful. Maybe we should check out those bunkers ourselves. One seems to be under the former hospital, and the second is in the administration building. Are you sure going back there is a good idea after everything that's happened? He has a point, but we don't have time for that argument. You got all the pics we need? Yeah, check for yourself. He strolls through the photos he took on his phone. Looks like we've got everything. Let's hope that we don't need to come back here. That'd be awkward. Did you find out what you were looking for? Sorta. What does that mean? I found a picture of a few soldiers in Chromino. One of them looks very much like Bernard. What? I said I'm not sure. We have to talk to Otto. Let's go. David helps me return everything to its place, and we lock the archives up before heading out. We place the key on the clerk's desk. She nods without looking up, pretending to be preoccupied with her work. As soon as we leave the town hall, I pull out my phone and dial Otto's number. Oh my god, it's been a while since Otto was on here. I forgot what he sounded like. Hello? Otto, hey, are you free sometime soon? In about an hour. Why? Did something happen? Kinda. I could use your help with the investigation. Oh, okay. When and where? CienieVN. Works for me. I was planning to talk to my uncle too, about, you know. Yeah, I'll wait for you there. See you in an hour. Great. See you. I hanged up and turned to David, smiling. What? Well, rich boy, I'm starving. Oh, so now that we're partners in crime, you want to take advantage of me. Partners in crime, huh? I guess we are. Yay! I just stare at him as he stretches the back of his neck and sticks his tongue out. As we drive off, I take the time to explain the plan for tonight, talking to Daria and finding out what she knows. I also explain why we're bringing Otto into this, partly as a distraction for Bernard. That part is true, though I avoid revealing the rest of Otto's situation. We stop at the nearest gas station, and after refueling, David drives us to CienieVN. And I believe that's going to be the end of this video. I gotta say, this build is quite bulky considering there's supposed to be about 6 new CGs, and so far I think we only witnessed about 3. So we got 3 more. And I'm pretty excited. Also, we had one of the new character sprites, so the other one should be coming probably in the 3rd part. If I'm correct, I'm sure that doing a part 3 of this build is going to catch us up fully. But anyway, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed watching it, give it a like and share. Also subscribe if you're really interested. The playlist for all my other Cienie videos will be in the description below if you want to catch up. I'll also leave a link to my Twitter and Bluestar in the description below so you can go follow me over there. I'll leave a link to this game in the description below along with the creator's handle so you can go ahead and support them. And like I said earlier in the video, I'll leave a link to Armored Strangers Recovery Fund in the pinned comment below. So go ahead and donate. If you can, please share it around, spread the good word. And once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!